Thank you so much for joining. My name is Nadya. I'm a health and life coach, and I'm also Shaklee advisor. So I help men and women in the 50s to lose stubborn 20 pounds so they can finally fit in the clothes they want to fit and keep it this way. And we also take care of energy production. So today's conversation is about how to get back to the game, especially if you don't feel like it. I see that James is in home office. Great. So this video I usually on Monday noon Central Time, but sometimes we're busy and we're at work or we're running errands. The life is different. So if you like the conversations, you like the topics, but not always can make it live, feel free to come back. It's always here. It's always on the page or inside of Friends and Health Facebook group. And it's also posted on my YouTube channel, The Natural Power 100. So when you subscribe, you should receive weekly notifications of those videos. And Friends and Health group is for you if you need a daily motivation and inspiration in your wellness journey. So please join us, Friends and Health Facebook group. It's closed group, but it is free. And actually this month we're going to have a unique challenge of clean body. So stay put, it's coming up soon. All right, so how do you get back in the game, especially when you don't feel like it? Why this topic showed up for me is, well, the summer is almost over. For some of us, the summer is over because kids are at school and you're kind of getting back to, thank you for the like, you're getting back to the same routine as you were before the summer started. Your vacation is over. The fall is in the air and you're kind of transitioning between the summer vacation and your fall actions. And the transition is schedule-wise, maybe you kind of, here's the plan, I gotta work it, but mentally-wise, you don't feel like it. I have a friend of mine who yesterday mentioned to me, you always choose such perfect topics. Why? I said, well, because I'm with you on this topic. It's not just out of the air. That's how I feel as well. And I know I'm not just the only one. I'm one of most of us, right? Looking forward to hearing your insight. Yes. So, and when I was thinking about this topic, and especially from my personal life on my wall, is how to get back in the game. It's, well, the schedule, especially when you have your own business or you work for yourself, or especially if you work at home, it's almost seems like an extra challenge because mentally you have to catch up with the calendar, right, with the schedule. And the other aspect that actually came to me recently, it's when I'm thinking about getting back to my normal routine, my normal activities, and I'm thinking about the results I want to get, and the immediate response that my brain is having back to me is like, I'm afraid to fail. It's the fear of failure that is like freezing me being in action or being even inspired and motivated. And so it's an interesting observation of our human and creator brain. The human brain is saying, yes, let's go. Here's the time. And the creator brain is like, hold on the horses. No, put it on the brake. I'm not ready yet. It's that fear of failure as well plays. And so how do you get back in the game, especially when you don't feel like it? And we don't just want to get in the game and be playing without, having fun. It's not fun and it's not sustainable. At some point you will burn out. So how do you get back in the game with that energy, having that like inspiration? Yes, I am in the game, all in, right? So Dr. Shaklee said, wishful thinking I wish I would be that, motivated and having those results and being in the game. Wishful thinking doesn't put a dinner on your table. What puts a dinner on your table is action. And pretty much it will be the end of the conversation. Just get into the action. But it's not just it, right? It's not the whole entire story. The story is that we have our brain that is talking to us, and we have the world where we can act. And I actually say there are two things that you can do, and I do, so it's also talking from my own experience, is help your brain, be in your brain, and be in action. Help your human brain to act. So how do you help both of your brain sides to actually work together? Well, point number one is prepare beforehand. That's where you can help your critter brain to start preparing for the change, for getting into the game. The way I did it, I took the summer when I was traveling and vacationing. I had not much choice. I just could not be fully in action. So what I did, I lived inside my brain by planning. I was planning my year. I was planning every month, quarter, month, weekly, and sometimes even daily. When I got back, my first 3 weeks are planned day by day. That actually helps my critter brain, who likes the structure. We do remember that critter brain is designed to save us, to keep us alive, right? And it wants structure. All these brain patterns and impulses, they're all built on structure, which is our memory, is what we already know. So when I build the structure of each week, every day, my critter brain is not as yelling at me because it knows what's coming up, right? So planning. And second point is, how do you get into action with that motivation and that spirit? And I shared on my wall it's the routine. That also helps your critter brain to calm down. What is the routine? At least the intention of each morning and each evening. Start each day with an intention and complete each day with an intention. My personal intention to wake up this morning and set an intention of going to bed being a better person than I woke up. And I go to bed and I looked at my day with my gratitude journal and just freeway journaling, meditation, and I reflect back in my day and I ask myself a question: am I a better person right now versus the person when I woke up? Usually if I did particular actions that I didn't feel like it, or they were outside of my comfortable box, anything, that actually makes me feel a better person. This is my intention, and I shared that each morning I start with the Miracle Morning exercise. So they're called Life Savers. It's the set of 6 practices. Savers, it's the abbreviation, stands for S, stillness, E, exercise, V, visualization, R, reading, S, scribing, maybe I missed something else, affirmation. So savers. If you don't have time, it can be 6 minutes, minute per activity, or if you have time, it can be an hour or longer. But the way you start your morning is how you live your life. If you want to live your life powerfully, get a hold of first hour of your morning, especially the first hour, and get it done powerfully. Set your intention for the day. Okay, and I'd like to share a quote. I believe that somebody mentioned to me on the wall, Sylvia said that on those mornings When I have to wake up extra early, I tell myself I can either snooze my alarm for the next 20-30 minutes or get up now and take a little nap during the day. So she's having a conversation with her creator brain. And of course, once I'm out of bed, notice, she does the action, and going, I don't need to want to take a nap. So what she's doing here, she had a little conversation with the brain, didn't wait too long to get an answer from the brain. She placed an action, she got up. And once you're up, you're up, right? James says, I've got to get back to a Miracle Morning program. Well, let's do that. It's always great to do it in the community, right? Definitely, we can have even a group. We had a conversation about that, right? So let's do that. Okay. So, and for me also, one of the aspects, especially for ladies out here, my work is it's the energy. It's how can you produce the energy for yourself, because the energy is a part of your motivation, is a part of your feeling, yes, I'm in the game. Number one is clothing. What are you going to wear for today? It may be such a small point, but the color of your clothing, how you feel, what you wear in that clothing is important aspect. So for me, sometimes bright colors work, especially when I don't feel like it. Clothes are there, you have to wear something, so why not put in something bright and lift up your mood this way? Also, let's talk about the food. Food is one of the major energy productions. So you got to eat something anyway. Why not eating something that is producing your energy? Let's start with a glass of water in the morning. Let's have some protein in the morning. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Let's start it with healthy choices. Okay? And during the day, this was an input by one of the comments by Victoria. She said, give yourself permission to take breaks during a day. Walk around, and one day of the week, a few hours early, especially a Wednesday. All right. And Brandon Burchard, amazing motivational speaker, he offers an approach of 25 or 45 minutes. So when you are going for 45 minutes, then take an energy break for 15. Sometimes it's just 1 minute for me if I don't have time. What can you do in that energy break? Your intention is to get your blood flow going again. You can just walk, you can stretch, you can do jumping jacks, you can have an energy snack, anything that will help to produce energy back to you. When you get back to your routine or writing that email or placing that phone call, you can be amazed at the energy and the positive vibes that you have. Bob says, I like to start the day by spending time imagining the structure and accomplishment I choose for the day. I also start each day with a glass of water with half a lemon and a shakily energizing tea. And I don't see the rest of the comment, but I bet it's the energy breakfast that you have. Excellent. Yes, so water with lemon and protein. And imagining the structure and accomplishment that you choose to have for the day. Yes, so it's setting the intention. Amazing, amazing. And, the next point number 3 is just do it. Just do it. You may never feel like it. I often don't feel like it, but you just do it. Sometimes it's not waiting for the right mood to go and do your actions. Sometimes it's just doing the actions, and you might be amazed at the energy you are receiving by just having actions. So just do it. And a friend of mine shared with me a video last weekend just about saying that if you can't get back into the game, one recipe, just do it. Can't get up the bed, just do it. don't feel like placing that phone call, just do it. Yep. All right. Oh, and with that said, I'd like to share another quote that was shared on my video last week. Bob. So what you say is, what works for me is to spend time getting in touch with what I want. Getting in touch with your why is so amazing. I'm putting my own intake here. We actually read a book, Start With Why, within our Friends and Health group right now. It's connecting with your why is so important. Therefore, visualization, just like I do, I start my morning. Part of my morning routine is visualization. So yes, getting in touch with what you want. Work out blocks of time for action. Yes. And then just start doing. Here you go. I find as soon as I take action, the uneasy feelings vanish and I am back in the game. So yep, just do it, right? And the time blocks, maybe you heard from me, I have my Alexa that sets the blocks of 15 times, 15 seconds, 15 minutes for me. She's saying, sorry, I did not understand. So 15 minutes actions, and it is amazing how productive you can be when you know that you have a time limit. So yes, just getting an action. All right, so how to get back into the game when you don't feel like it. Be within, plan, be outside, act. Start each day with intention, complete each day with reflection, intention, get in touch with your why, work out time blocks, maybe 45-minute increments of work, and then energy for a few minutes. And as Victoria mentioned, maybe end someday earlier, like Wednesday, make it a short day. So it's a combination of my intake and the rest of you intakes who commented previously. So here you go. I wonder which point is your most favorite point, or maybe there was an aha or appreciation for you that you haven't considered yet, or maybe there is one aspect that you just totally love it and already taken it on, or maybe something that you want to take on. So before you go, please share in the comments what's your most appreciative moment and information of this conversation. And I'd like to invite you to join our September challenge for clean body. I believe it will be the second week of September, so stay put for that. If you like our topics and sometimes can't catch them live, no worries. You can sign up for my YouTube channel, The Natural Power 100. It's uploaded there weekly. Or you can also sign up for my Thursday tips newsletter. It's nadyatouch.com/newsletter. All right, last but not the least, Bob is offering Mind Works by Shackley. It does help your concentration and your mind, right? Well, thank you so much for joining, and this was how to get back in the game, especially when you don't feel like it. Please invite friends who need daily motivation and inspiration in their wellness journey to our Friends and Health Facebook group. So I will see you there in the community next week.